So even with love being lost in the game, whenever you have men around, there's warrior spirits. And an MC is a warrior. Whether they're giving the message of love or they're telling another MC, I will take your head off because this is the sport that I'm into. How does Frank Castle attack a mic and make sure that when he touches it, nobody wants to touch it after him?
I just keep it in my head. Like, I keep it in my head. I know I'm a monster. Like, I know I'm a monster. Like, I've heard it before, and it really don't translate when somebody tells me. You know what I'm saying? It really don't. Somebody can tell you nice all they want, but if you don't believe it, then what's the point? But basically, when I get on there, it's just the killer instinct that I want. Like I said before, I want people to make them faces like, ooh, he said that, or I want people to I want that bar to stick with you. I want that shit to stick with you. So like when you going somewhere, I remember Frank said, you know what I'm saying? I want that shit to stick with you. I want that shit to like smack you in your face. Even other MCs, like I don't care who it is, like it could old nigga, new nigga, no name nigga. I want you to know that I'm the dopest. And I'm proclaiming that. I'm throwing my flag in the ground. I'm letting you know I'm raw, like raw as fuck. Like, and I believe that. I definitely believe that.
More than anything, as an MC, solo, group, or anything, being able to set yourself apart from the pack is like it's the game of life or death.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this. Let's walk up to him on this one, y'all, because this is a serious one right here. When Frank Castle touches the mic, what's his dream collabo, and who's he rocking the mic with?
Damn, that's a tough ass question right there, man. It's a couple people, man.
So who are they?
Of course, Nas. It's one of my favorite artists. Kendrick. I would love to get on the mic with a Fab, a Jada, a P, of course a Sheik Luch, Beanie Siegel, one of my favorite MCs too. Oh man, I would love to do an EPMD track. Redman, like I said, the list could just keep Common, Black Thought. Oh man, that'd be crazy.
So your influences are not really the one person, it's the feeling and the sound that the music gives.
The feeling and the sound. And like I said, like I could pull influences from different people because I like different things about certain people or whatever the case may be, but it's definitely the sound and everything like that. But,
well, hip hop is organic.
Right.
So it does take a life of its own. So I ask you this, and I mean just give me a fact. What is it going to take for us to get a Frank Castle, Shot Cobain collab album, and then we can get the EPMD track? Maybe y'all can rock to Rampage together. What's up?
That's funny you say that because we was actually working on one. I don't want to get too much away because I don't know if we still gonna do it, but we was actually working on an album. So keep tuned. Stay tuned, man. It might happen. A lot of people say we got good energy together, so it might happen. It might definitely happen.
Oh, does Carell come out of retirement and get a guest spot?
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Heritage Hip Hop feature. You already know. We in it.
Nah, I'll feature, but I ain't rapping. Nah, I respect the artist first and foremost because I tell everybody, KRS once said anybody can make words rhyme, but a teacher teaches when he's on the mic. And one thing I tell you, as a person who's written himself, I don't think I'm corny. I think I can give it to it in a different perspective. My thing is I respect the artists for what they do, what they say, how they present themselves, and the message that they get. I don't care if somebody talk about getting some butt or somebody talk about lifting the community. If the message is clearly given, it's something that you gotta give respect to.
Right.
And
we can definitely work on that though, man. We throw you on there because. I learned so much from you, like talking to you through hip hop, real life. So that'd be nothing, man.
Yeah, that's all.
You ain't even gotta ask, man.
So here's something that we talked about earlier, and I want to give it to the public. Let's talk about them culture vultures. and people that's killing our culture. I mean, I'm not going to put any names out there, but
I will. I'll do it for you. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, there's people out there that's in the industry or supposedly in the culture that's actually killing the culture by giving us a bad look and a bad name. How do you feel about that? How do you, as an artist, counteract that?
Like, it's terrible, man, because like hip hop is about growth too. It's about growth as well. So when you see somebody growing, you're supposed to applaud that instead of kicking them. You know what I'm saying? And like, for example, I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't like name dropping and things like that, but DJ Academics, 21 Savage said something about he wants to, you know, do more positive music, and instead of buying crazy chains, he wants to invest. DJ Academics say he don't want to hear that. Like, how don't you want to hear growth? Like, and it's a shame that he would say something like that to a young man growing up. Like, it's just terrible. And the way you counteract that is basically like you counteract hate with love, basically. If you gonna hate it, we love it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's good for the culture. Not only is it good for the culture, it's good for the younger people that's listening to 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying? So like, you counteract it by doing like all the stuff that the real MCs are doing. That's how you counteract it. And we support each other. That's how you counteract it. If it's a community or all of us supporting each other, there's nothing they can do. There's nothing anybody could do.
Okay. Now let's take it to another level. We've seen Black Panther become the highest grossing superhero film in ever.
Wakanda forever.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody Wakanda right now. We know. I got a Black Panther shirt on right now.
I got something to say about that too, but I ain't even gonna get into that. That's
sure.
Like I said, that's a whole nother conversation.
You
like,
save it for the next interview?
All right, well, look, I put it to you like this. I come from an era where it wasn't cool to be foreign, right?
Yeah.
They would call you all types of African booty scratcher and you Haitian this and whoop whoop blah 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 blah. Now everybody Wakanda. What happened? Why I keep the same energy?
You know what it is to me, and I'm going to answer that question for you, but this is your interview. I want to just say, a lot of people are waking up to the stereotypes and why people had hate for each other. Like, for one, I don't call myself black at all. In context of the American society, I'll be called black.
Right.
But my family's mostly Native American, you know what I'm saying, on my mother's side. So I embrace that because a lot of brown-skinned people in this country are not really from Africa. They're really Native Americans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And because people believe that they're African or they have African culture, it's good to see a strong nation not influenced by colonizers, as they put in the movie.
Right.
But going back to the original question, with Black Panther coming out, it gave a face to our culture that was more positive.
Right.
See, around the world, people see hip-hop culture as a bunch of black men or dark-skinned men or brown-skinned men who just want to get high, have sex, and commit murder. And when they did an interview on Asian Boss, they talked about what this movie meant to people in Thailand, Korea, because the movie was shot part in Korea. Right. And they said it was cool because they've always seen black people as barbaric. And in this light, they've seen black people as something more positive, strong, heroic, sexy, a nation of them as respectable. So as an artist, when I talk about culture vultures, we talk about not only those people, like you said, academics who talks bullshit, but we also talk about the people that are in charge that keep giving the negative imagery to our people and making us look like savages.
Right.
You're not a savage artist. You're more of an artist that can talk about savagery in the hood, but you always put a positive spin and you also give insight in your lyrics.
Right.
What does it mean to you to be that type of artist and not to blend into the norm of being just another nigga with a microphone?
Like you said, being different is everything, first of all. And second of all, like, with all the negativity that goes around, you want to give some type of positive influence. You want to give some type of positive influence. Like I said, like, it's enough negativity out here. You know what I'm saying? Enough to go around. So any way you can spread, like, positive influence, you should. And it means a lot because, like I said, it's other people who listen to me or other people who listen to ODM. You know what I'm saying? And there's a certain responsibility that we have. Even though we're not role models or anything, because, you know, we're people, you know what I'm saying? People are flawed. But at the end of the day, as an artist and entertainer, you have a certain level of responsibility. You don't want to lead anybody down the wrong path. Or if you're gonna give him the bag, you gotta, or if you're gonna give him this scenario, you gotta tell him the consequences and what comes with it. So if you're gonna do this, this and this and this and this is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So you don't just want to give out, oh yeah, we out here fucking and drinking and smoking weed. Da, 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 da. You got to give the consequences of you just out here smoking, drinking, and fucking, and you could catch AIDS. You could drink yourself to death, or you smoking your life away. You know what I'm saying? You have to give those consequences.
Let me ask you this question: in China, hip hop was banned. There's no Chinese artists that do hip hop, and the reason why they said because hip hop is a moral stain on their culture. So the artists from China followed the process of Vanilla Ice, Mark Wahlberg, aka Marky Mark, and they said, oh, they did black culture because they were finding themselves, and now they're not mongrels anymore. They're who they are. Now they're fine. That black culture made them lose themselves, and now they're better because they're not sick anymore. Yes.
Wasn't they more successful when they like?
It doesn't even matter. The fact that matters, they use black culture to get a voice, and then they shitted on it in the end.
Right.
And my thing is, as an MC, we talking about culture vultures, and I'm saying as an MC, you fight that through your music. And I don't want to ask the same question repetitively, so I'll say this. To everybody who wants to get into hip hop or takes hip hop seriously, give them a message for them to know that this is a serious game, and that when you deal with people's culture, that it's something to take pride in and not something to take as a joke. What do you say?
Be yourself, man. Be yourself. Don't try to be something that you're not. Cause like I said, I don't like the name drop, but it's a certain artist right now that you know, he's portraying something that's dangerous. That's dangerous for him if he's not. You're not like he doesn't know the culture. Right. He doesn't know the culture, so it's dangerous for him. And you got people actually looking for him, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him because it's like you're taking something that I know people that died from. You know what I'm saying? You're taking something that I know people in permanent wheelchairs from, and it seems like you're making a mockery of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's real. It's real out here. People really, literally get hurt over stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, for people who want that real hip hop and want that real music, tell them your social media and how to contact you.
You can find me on Instagram at _Frank Castle, or SoundCloud, The Real Frank Castle. I have a YouTube, Castle Vision, King Castle. Check me out. I do skits. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all serious. You know what I'm saying? I have fun with it. I got a character called Grandpa Clyde.
That's my man. We got to get him on here.
He's funny as hell. So, yeah, man. Check your boy out, man. We out here. ODM is the gang. You already know.
All right, but let me pan out and show y'all that this man is RAW raw. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And everybody out here, if you want that real hip hop, check out Forever Castle right now on SoundCloud. I guarantee you could thank me later.
Also, it's on mymixtapes.com. It's one song that SoundCloud wouldn't let be on there. So if you want to listen to the whole thing in its entirety, go to mymixtapes.com. It's actually a song with Rap Phenomenal. So you're definitely going to want to listen to that. If you don't know who Rap Phenomenal is, you're very misinformed. That's one of the freestyle chants from BET. Irvington's native, dope-ass artist. Go cop that.
So can we get him on Heritage Hip Hop?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's see what happens.
Most definitely.
All right, y'all. Look, that's my man right there. That's fam. Shout out to Farad, man. Shout out to Chops.
Good, what up, Chops? You already know, man. ODM, man.
And what it is, man, we home team. So if you hashtag home team, that's Heritage Hip Hop, y'all. Peace.
They ask why I be rallying at times where all my life I was exposed to crime. And I would flip if I didn't have the age to grab a Dutch and a dime. Everything's a part of God's design. I remember the days in the dark, in the park, stolen cars, streets, gun spark. Remember the chalk, my life like a movie. Weapons, drugs, money, and hoochies. Probably what drove me to Lucy's. Them days of the high-rise buildings. Niggas ill in fire hydrants, project money milking. These were the times I was built in. Crack children, bodies abandoned buildings. Police raids, find drugs in the damn ceiling. I see my first killing. Around the same time I started chasing women, you could call it a coincidence.